Hi guys, today we're going to be going over what's inside of my backpack for international travel. This is the Blast backpack. I've been using this for my international flights because I really do like the organized compartments, and I can get to things which I'll show you very easily what I have in here and why I have it in certain pockets so that I can reach it without having to get into the main compartment of the bag. I've been using this as my personal item. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Maria, and on this channel we talk about where to go, what to wear, and how to get it there. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the front and then work my way around the sides and the back to just take out and show you what's in each pocket. In this front part, which is stretchy, I have my airplane bag. So in here, there's things like my homeopathic jet lag pills. I have some hand wipes, cough drops, some little toothbrush, wispy things, some energy, and some sleep aids that I use. Then this is the travel kit that they gave us on the last flight, which is just a toothbrush, an eye mask, and some earplugs. So I stuck that in there. But I like to take that out first when I get on the plane and just have this with me in my seat so that I can have things handy without having to reach down and pick it out all the time. And then that also makes this part flatter to fit underneath the seat in front of me. I prefer to have this under the seat in front of me if I can, instead of overhead bin. If I have to do the overhead bin, I can. It does have two handles, so I can get it up and over easily, and then I can pull it out either this way or this way. This next pocket is right on the inside of that pocket, and it's thin because I have this other part filled up. You could put more in here, but then you'd have less space in the actual bulk main compartment of the bag. So I just have some hand sanitizing wipes and tissues in there, so I don't have to go digging around on the inside if I need something quick like that. Now on this side, this is the water bottle compartment, and I have a pair of glasses in there. I also have some energy Rev electrolyte gum. These are the GlassesShop glasses that have the magnetic piece that comes on and off. So I can use it like when I'm like looking for baggage claim or when I'm looking for signs in the airport. I can use these really easily, have them handy in the side pocket. And then when I'm going out for my Uber, I have them easy to put on too. So that's that I keep in the side pocket. And now going towards the back, it has this strap to put over my luggage, and it has nice pads, but we're not really going over the backpack today. If you wanted to see a review of the backpack, I did do that video and I will insert it here. So this back part on the back of the backpack is where the laptop compartment is, and I keep quite a few things in there, and I didn't even bring my laptop on this last trip, but you'll see it folds out all the way. I have my Longchamp bag in there. What I'll do is go over these pockets first and then work my way over there. There's two little pockets here, and so I have some band-aids, some duct tape, and I have used duct tape once or twice on a trip, and then this is just a little box with Benadryl, Advil, and stuff like that. On this side, I have these little bands for motion sickness, some earbuds and barrettes that are stuck on there, a couple of word search pages, these little reward certificates to give a Delta employee if they've done a good job so they can get credit for it. So I just have those in there because they're easy to get at if I felt like I wanted to get them out. This I just fold up in there, put it upside down. On this side, I have two pens just stuck in here like that, a little plan. I have two masks, I can't get past the pandemic, and a little Ziploc baggie just in case I needed an extra one to organize anything. In this pocket, I've got a folder that I have like documents and passwords, my prescription, which I guess I'll show you. That's the point of this video, is to show you. I've got some crayons and a little coloring thing, because just sometimes I've been on planes where you get on there and there's no TV or music or anything. You can only use your phone for so long. So I have the word searches and that just keep me busy. Some extra Ziploc baggies, because I always need extra Ziploc baggies. This is like some little passwords that I have. In this one, I have some passwords and a workout. I've got my HSA card and my insurance cards that I keep in here when I'm not at home. I also have my COVID cards in there because you never know, and if I need to have them, I want to have them handy. I usually stick my laptop here and this in there, and then I also stick my medications, and I usually put it in the laptop compartment just because if they did open it, I would hate for them to fall out and get lost. And then this one is the over-the-counter pill. Continuing to work around to the other pockets, there's this hidden pocket on this side here, and that's a good one to stick your passport in. I also have a little Velcro money thing that I put, you can put this on like the inside of your pants. You attach it around your underwear like that, and then it's hidden out of view. So if somebody did take your purse, you'd still have some money or something. I've never had that happen. I've never been even close to that, but I do keep these things in this side pocket because they're safe and you can easily get them in and out of here. On that same note, I usually carry, this is like a little phone case, and I'll show you how it works. It goes across my body like this, and then I have my phone on me. If I drop it, it doesn't go anywhere. And it also has this little zipper pouch here, and then it has room inside for credit cards and stuff like that. I like to have this handy. I know I'm not going to lose it because it goes around my neck. When I do go through security, I just quickly wrap it up and I stick it in the laptop part, because you can see it doesn't fill all the way up to the top, so it's really easy to just stick it in there for the security line. And I sometimes put my passport in there too. After I get through the line, I take my stuff off the belt that it comes in on the bin, and then I take it over to a bench or a table, and I'll put my passport in the secret pocket and put this back around my neck while I'm going to the gate and that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's the secret pocket here. The next pocket is this one, and I like to have a good candy stash when I'm traveling. So I've got this, which has like different gummy candies, a protein bar, and sometimes I have cough drops in here. I've got some gum if I want it for the plane. It's easy to get at, even though it's tucked away, and I know exactly where it is without having to rummage around. If my ears are bothering me or something and I want to have some candy to swallow to help with the whole ear thing, then I know exactly where it is and I don't have to rummage around when I might be uncomfortable looking for some relief. Okay, so now we'll get into the main compartment. In this backpack, it opens like this, and you have this flap. It has this waterproof pocket, and in there, I'll empty it out and I'll show you it as I put everything back in. Okay, so in this pocket here, which is technically a waterproof pocket, I just use it for stuff that I need to know where it is. So I have this like extra little bag that I can put stuff into if we're running out of space and on the way home. If we buy things in the store or duty free or whatever, I've got my AirPod and a hair tag and a key to my house in here, and then a face wipe, some energy strips, and some blister band-aids, a little sewing kit, some euros, some of my extra medicine, more Ziploc baggies because I can never have enough Ziploc baggies, more energy strips, toothpicks, another face wipe, an extra set of lashes, and then I've got my nail file, my foldable brush like this, and it pops out, and then my battery toothbrush. Okay. So going into the rest of it, I've got my crossbody bag, and they don't like you to have too many items. Technically, if you're carrying a carry-on and you're not checking your bag, they want you to have 2 items. So it's your carry-on luggage and then your backpack or tote bag, whatever your personal item is that you're taking with you. I usually would take my carry-on bag and then I would put my crossbody inside of here, because sometimes if you have a belt bag or a crossbody, they might count that as a third thing and make you rearrange everything. So I always just have room in my personal item bag for my purse, just in case, or a lot of times I just like to stick it in there so I don't have to keep track of 2 things. I only have to keep track of 1. So that's my crossbody bag, and I'm going to be doing another video about what I carry in my travel crossbody bag. This is my Lululemon jacket, and I love this jacket because it has zippered pockets. So if I wanted to go to sleep on the plane, I could put my passport into my pocket and then zip it in, and it has 2 zipper pockets. So I could do my phone in one, but like I have that crossbody thing, so I don't really need it for my phone. But I put a lip gloss or whatever in here, and then it looks nice on. It's really comfortable, and it also has 2 nice inside pockets too, and it has a hood, so it's a great jacket to have if you're expecting any kind of rain or whatever. But also if you're cool on the plane, it's nice because you can have that to wear. And I like to keep it inside my backpack, but if you are running out of room, obviously you can just wear that, and I have done that. And then I have a packing cube also in here, and it has an extra outfit, underwear, and socks. So I've got a black t-shirt, so if I were to spill anything on whatever I had worn on the plane, I have something I can put on that I know I'm not going to ruin. I have also like a white long sleeve shirt in here, and a pair of jeans, socks, and underwear underneath that. And it's just good to have an extra outfit in your backpack or your tote bag or whatever your personal item is that you're taking on the plane besides your suitcase, because if something happened and they had to check your suitcase or your carry-on bag, whatever it is, at the gate or something, then you will still have an outfit if they happened to lose it when they took it or something like that. And then I've got my gimbal, which is like a tripod for taking videos and stuff. And then, of course, some Pepto. I actually should put that in my snack bag, just fits there. Then this is a little thing. It has my jewelry. I have like really delicate and nice jewelry that I don't want to lose track of, and so I put them in their own individual thing. So if I'm pulling this out and there's another pair of earrings in there, I can just make sure I'm not scattering things when I pull things out of this. This little eyelash thing. Always good to have that hand. I've got another one here for the earrings that I actually am wearing. Or I can also put this bracelet. Sometimes this bracelet makes the metal detector go off, and so sometimes when I'm going, before I go through security, I'll stick this in one of these compartments and keep it in my carry-on until I get to where I'm going. This is some jewelry that I didn't wear on the last trip. I just shouldn't have even taken. Got some cough drops and my power adapter. And I like this because it's good for UK, Europe, Australia, and United States. Australia and United States actually have the same one like this. So I use this even domestically because then instead of having all those like chunky little things that you plug in, I only have this one, and I can plug in 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A plugs in there. And so I take this no matter where I go anymore. And I just have all these extra cords. So at home, I don't need to use this, but I have it ready to go in my backpack. I keep this pre-packed at all times with all this stuff. These aren't things that I usually need in everyday life except like my jewelry. So I pretty much keep it except for the outfit that's in my carry-on, depending on where I'm going, what I might bring for my extra outfit. So anyway, yeah, so that's that part. So I'm gonna stick this stuff back. Put this back in my side pocket, the section on the bottom, and it's this compartment here. And you can use this for shoes, you can use it for dirty clothes. On this particular trip on the way home, I used it for our games. Like I said, if anything happens and you need something to do and you don't have the TV or radio stuff and your phone's dead, I have a little Mexican train set that's actually cards. And I also have a tiny Uno to play. And then I have some really squished protein bars in there too. But that's all I put in here on the way home because I basically wanted to use the bigger part. And that's the one tip that I can tell you is that when you put stuff in like these other pockets, it does take up room in your main compartment. So you want to be mindful and strategic about where you're putting your stuff. If you do have organization pockets, you want to be mindful how much you're putting in here because it's going to take away from the space in here. Same thing with all these other pockets. Oh my God, I almost forgot. On the top is another compartment and it has my cords up here. And I'll show you so you can see how much it fits. I have a hairband, another pen. This is just like an iPhone, some other plug-in cords for like my headset and stuff in case I wanted to use that on the plane. I have those things to use, or at the airport in the lounge. I also have this little thing that plugs in wirelessly to charge my phone. And I like to have that handy so when I get off the plane, if my battery is low and it wouldn't charge on the plane, I have that when I get to my destination. Then in here I have my little medicine kit, and this does have a cream in it and I have a prescription for it. And so I put this through separately and then my liquids bag separately. And then I have a earbud and just some empty Ziplocs in here. But you can see how this, whatever you put in here is gonna take away from the rest of the bag, what you can fit in, because when you fill this part up, like this much space is now missing from that bag. Even though I'm TSA pre-check, I do have my bags, like a liquids bag that I keep separate in my personal item bag, in this case the backpack, because when I'm flying on different airlines throughout Europe and other countries, they do have you do your liquids. Like, so if you're TSA pre-check, when you're going from Italy to France, you have to do your liquids and all over the place. You're only TSA pre-check really here in the United States. So if you're flying in other places around the world, you want to have your liquids in an easy to separate and easy to get out compartment. I love this compartment because it's so easy for me to just grab out my liquids that I need to put through, and then I can put them back really easy as well. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the next video about what's in my crossbody bag.